This TikTok video was recorded and uploaded just a few seconds before the girl was fatally shot dead by her
Tonight
friend.
here at home, family and friends of a 16-year-old who was shot to death last month gathered today not only to honor her, but to call for action.
Teen years are when you need friends to stick together through thick and thin. But what if the people you are close to become the very reason behind your demise? This story is a tragic one, and no matter how strong a bond you have with your friends, it will definitely make you rethink about the people you hang out with. So stay tuned. On the 26th of December 2020 at 12:30 a.m., tragedy struck the Williams family of Atlanta, Georgia. However, the 16-year-old Kalicia Pinky Williams' family had no idea what horrible events had occurred until the next day when the morgue called her mother, informing her that they were waiting for her to come. So what went down that fateful night? To get an idea of what happened to Kalicia, we have to go back and look at her life and the events that led to the unfortunate incident. Born in 2004, Kalicia Williams was the daughter of April Smith and had a stepdad named Ronnie Savoy. She was a 16-year-old girl who attended South Atlanta High School. She was a beautiful young girl who had her whole life in front of her. Kalicia Williams loved one thing, which was dancing, and she did that until the last moment of her life. The vibrant teen was known for frequently posting on social media, specifically TikTok. In addition, the young teen was known for frequently documenting her life, primarily through various videos of her performing trending dances on TikTok. During her recording of one of these videos, tragedy struck, and the beginning of a struggle for her life can be seen in the last few seconds of the last video she posted. Her parents felt she was indoors for too long due to the deadly COVID-19 virus spreading around in 2020 and making many individuals and families isolate themselves at home. They urged her to go out and have fun with her friends, but they didn't know that her leaving the house that day would be the last time they saw their daughter alive. Kalicia's friends had invited her to a party that was supposed to be hosted at an Airbnb with a chaperone, which their parents confirmed with the allocated chaperone beforehand. However, unbeknownst to her family, she and her friends ended up at the Hyatt Regency, seemingly without any adult supervision nearby. The chaperone planned a party for the kids and decided to use the hotel to fulfill her words of throwing a party for them. Kalicia Williams attended the party and had a perfectly good time, then went back to her room. After returning to her room, Kalicia decides to log into her TikTok account at Kalicia Williams 1 by 12 midnight. Being a good dancer, she placed her phone in front of her and started recording herself dancing to the sound of music on her TikTok social media platform, and she was having fun doing it. The video that lasts for just a few seconds shows Williams dancing. All of a sudden, someone enters the hotel room from behind, and Williams turns to the door, looking surprised. She realized that someone had entered her room, so she stopped recording. The video ends there. Later on, it seemed she and her acquaintance had an argument, and as a result, he shot her in her groin, and she started bleeding. People heard the gunshot, and two men came to her aid. The two men carried her and took her to the lobby while supporting her legs and then called the police. According to a report by Fox 5, Williams' mother, April Smith, said that the video was shot around 12:02 a.m., less than a half an hour before the teenager was shot.
TikTok video at 12:02, and she was dead at 12:23. I need answers from 12:02 to 12:23.
When the police came, they figured out that she was not breathing and couldn't find her pulse, and immediately rushed her to hospital. When the ambulance rushed her to the hospital, the doctors did everything possible to revive her, but their effort wasn't enough. Kalicia Williams died that night. April Smith and Ronnie Savoy had no idea that something terrible had occurred to their child until 8 hours after Kalicia Williams died. The chaperone, for reasons unknown, refused to answer Kalicia's parents' phone call. The parents were calling to inquire over their child to ensure she was safe and all right, like every loving and caring parent would do, and were being ignored. Finally, after 8 hours, the chaperone called Kalicia Williams' parents to tell them what had happened to their daughter. The parents were furious and disappointed that the chaperone did not inform them immediately and waited for 8 hours after their daughter died. The parents had no idea their child wasn't at an Airbnb where the chaperone had told them she would be. Had they known the party was going to be at the Hyatt Hotel, they probably would have consistently been in contact with their child and checked on her regularly to ensure she was safe. As the case went on, the family was given very few answers from those who were with her the night she died, and the police were holding their cards very close to their chest before the investigation was concluded. They were informed, however, that their daughter had died due to a gunshot wound to the groin. At this point, the case was moving quickly, and shortly after, a suspect was arrested. Williams's mother, April Smith, said that the chaperone was responsible for getting the hotel room for these minors. Her name was on the hotel room for these minors, so I feel like she should be held accountable for my daughter's death as well. The father stated that although killings in Atlanta at the time were uprising, he never believed his daughter would be a victim. Kalicia Williams's parents felt the chaperone should have called them immediately after the incident, because that's what every parent would have done if a child was under their care. Kalicia's parents could only suffer pain and heartbreak over their lost child. Like every parent out there who has lost a child or children one way or another, Kalicia Williams's parents would wish that there was something they could do to bring their child back. The teenage girl's shooting was one of 3 killings reported across the city within 24 hours, bringing Atlanta's homicide count that year to 154. It eventually came to light that a teenage boy who was also attending the party had been arrested for her murder after a short investigation. It's assumed that the two had some type of argument, and after losing patience, the person shot Kalicia. According to the investigation, the unidentified young boy was holding a handgun, which he pulled out and aimed at Kalicia Williams and pulled the trigger. He was charged with various felonies, including aggravated assault, reckless conduct, sexual assault, felony murder, and possessing a pistol under legal age. The teen killer was booked into the Metro Youth Detention Center, as he is a minor, and his name has never been disclosed to the public. However, according to reports, he has since been released as of early 2022, with significant public backlash surrounding the lack of justice being served. April Smith said that arresting the boy was not enough, as the motive and what led to the murder are unclear, and the actual culprit may still be at large. She also wanted the mother of the other girl who paid for the stay of her daughter and the other girls arrested. The late teen's funeral was attended mainly by close family and friends, and not much has been publicly stated about it, presumably due to the family's wishes. However, Kalicia Williams's obituary gives us a glimpse into how deeply her friends and family loved her, with many stating they miss her dearly. The Hyatt management group made it known to the public that they were hurt and saddened by what had happened in their hotel. They made it known that they were working alongside and cooperating with the police to help their investigation. They also made it known that they had issued a new policy whereby only guests 18 years old and above were allowed to book a room in their hotel. Kalicia Williams's case has upset many, as this crime occurred at a private party where there was supposed to be adult supervision. Although the young girl's life was taken away from her far too soon, her memory lives on through her family and friends, who continue to advocate for her daily. Was it really the boy or someone else who shot Kalicia Williams? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, and also subscribe to our channel for your regular dose of whodunits. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, and don't get any crazy ideas.